Today I'm going to review the Mountain Equipment Kinesis jacket, and this is both a mid layer and an outer layer and can be worn in pretty much any conditions. Over the last couple of months this jacket's really become my go-to favourite piece of outdoor equipment, and I've worn it in the Alps in summer for some alpine climbing. I've worn it in Scotland winter climbing in all sorts of different conditions, and on various different hiking trips and trail running, and I'm really happy with it. So let's get into what makes this jacket so amazing. The Kinesis jacket packs down really small into its own pocket, and you can compress it even further if needs be. It also comes with a handy loop, so you can use a carabiner or something, attach it to your harness if you're using it as a light belay jacket in autumn or summer conditions. Yeah, the jacket is also super light. So Mountain Equipment says it comes in at 325 grams. I've weighed it after I bought it and after I've worn it for a while and after I've washed it, and in size M it actually comes in slightly below that and stays at that weight. Right, so the fit of the jacket is really nice. It's really nice and snug. It's long enough. It's got articulated arms, so if you're using your arms above your head for climbing, it doesn't come up too much. It's got really cool adjustments here on the hem. Don't know whether you can see that, where you can adjust the front and the back length individually, which is pretty cool. It's also got a small pocket on the inside here, which is big enough for a phone or maybe a couple of power bars. So the side pockets are a little bit higher, so you can still access them when you're wearing a harness. The jacket also comes with a hood, which is pretty nice and thin and easily fits under a helmet. So I've worn this instead of a hat in Scottish winter and in the Alps as well, and it's always kept my neck and my ears and my head warm enough. And even, I mean, this is the great thing about synthetic insulation, that even when you get a bit wet or damp towards the end of the day, it keeps you relatively warm. Obviously it's not going to be nice and cozy anymore, but warm enough that you can keep going and get yourself back to the car or wherever you're headed. The jacket also, all parts that come in direct contact with the with skin, aligned with this what Mountain Equipment calls high wicking microgrid fleece, and it's actually really comfortable against your skin, so they've done a really good job there. It's the inside of the arms is also aligned with this kind of stuff. So another thing that's really cool about this jacket is that it's really windproof, but at the same time really breathable. So you don't have to stop all day to take a layer off, put a layer back on. You can just keep going. It's breathable enough for heavy exercise, but at the same time it's warm enough that you don't have to put another layer on when you stop for a little bit. So you can just keep going with this layer on all day, and yeah, it makes your day a lot more efficient out in the mountains. The only thing that bothers me a little bit about this jacket is that on one of the seams, so I'm assuming it's a manufacturing error, the seam seems to have been flipped over inside this when it's been sewn in, but it's not really an issue. It doesn't impact the performance at all. Okay, let's summarize. The pros of this jacket are it's super lightweight, it's got a really good insulation to weight ratio, it packs down really small into its own pocket, it's windproof, it's breathable, and all of these make it a really versatile jacket that I would take out on any day in the mountains. The only cons are there seems to be like an issue with the manufacturing of one of the seams, and it's not cheap. And I'm saying not cheap and not expensive because yes, it's a lot more expensive than some of the mid-layer alternatives maybe, such as a simple fleece, but it's so much more. You can wear it as an outer layer on days where it's not chucking it down with rain. It remains relatively warm when it gets wet, it's windproof, it's super light, it's really packable. So yeah, I would highly recommend this jacket to anybody who spends a fair bit of time in the mountains. I hope this was useful for you, and hopefully see you next time.